What's up everyone, welcome back to a new video. Please make sure to like and subscribe down below if you are new. So, yesterday, the 111 person committee decided they would choose the nomination, or the nominee, to replace Ken Buck for the special election on June 25th later this year. It's the same day as the Colorado primary for all of their for their statewide offices, such as all of the congressional elections. Now, for Republicans and the conservative wing of the Republican Party, this is phenomenal news. This is the 4th congressional district. It didn't really matter what Republican went up. This seat was going to be held by Republicans, seemingly no matter what. It's a safe Republican seat. It's Republican plus 23 or 24.3 according to this poll. Democrats have no serious shot here. And that's a fact. But what mattered most was candidate quality, and to avoid getting a huge rhino in the seat position. For example, the current candidate that I am supporting for this district is Congresswoman Lauren Bobert. Now, Trent Lacey, I supported him originally, but he has since dropped out and announced a candidacy for a state senate or a state assembly district. I can't remember exactly which, but he's backed by Donald Trump along with Mike Johnson. Now, Mike Johnson is the speaker. He's not horrible, but he needs fighters in the U.S. Congress, so honestly, he has had some pretty iffy endorsements. I do not support his Don Bacon endorsement, that's for sure. He should have endorsed Dan Fry, but at the end of the day, it is the speaker's role to protect any and all incumbents from losing primaries. So it's really up to us, the conservatives, to primary the Rhinos. So, Lauren Bobert is currently the representative for Colorado's 3rd district. She has since decided to move out of the 3rd district and into the 4th district because of this retirement. She would have been going up against Adam Frisch, who almost took her out. I was a little bit happy. I was very happy that she was able to pull it off, but it was a close race nonetheless, and I don't think she really wanted to go through that again. So she moved to the 4th district, which again is R plus 24. And that is true. But why do I say that this is a win? Because Greg Lopez will not interfere in the special election along with the other candidates, because Lopez is not running for the seat. He is not running for the November and the primary election. So therefore, people will more likely than not have to choose 2 people or 2 representatives at the ballot. One to be the Republican nominee for later this year, and another nominee and the Greg Lopez to win the special election. Now, this seat's going to go Republican. I don't really think that's a big issue. This seat is going Republican no matter what, because Republicans are going to win this seat is going to go red by about 20 plus points come November, and it's also going to have really high Republican turnout, whereas I hope Lauren Bobert to hold on to this, to win this seat from the 3rd district. She's already been touring the 3rd district. She got President Trump's endorsement, which is probably the biggest endorsement that you need in politics, and let's be 100% clear, Donald Trump has had some iffy endorsements lately, especially endorsing Mike Bost over Darren Bailey, which I think was a huge mistake. He should have endorsed Bailey, because Bailey was the better of those candidates. However, Lauren Bobert is extremely solid, and I'm going to show you all her voting record. So here is Bobert's immigration scorecard for her current voting record in the current Congress. Overall 95, current Congress a 92. So she's not bad whatsoever. She's actually very solid. She was also one of the 5 representatives to vote against Kevin McCarthy back in January of 2023. Now, she did not vote to vacate the chair, but she definitely was not a Kevin McCarthy supporter, unlike Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is very similar to Lauren Bobert, and they both come from the 2020 freshman class of conservative people or conservative representatives in the Senate. And there's definitely a higher share that Lauren Bobert could possibly do if she holds the seat, and she'll definitely be an upgrade over Ken Buck. This is the current trend line for most members of Congress, and then she is way above the usual. She's way up in the A range, and if we go to her current career, she has had not one bad vote since. She has not had one bad vote when it came down to any vote she's had overall in the Congress. She also has a perfect Liberty score. She has not voted for any of this bad legislation. Now, why do I strongly bring this up? I bring this up because we do not want any rhinos in this race come the primary election. Because one thing is, Colorado, I'm pretty sure, has got open primaries. And what Democrats will do is they'll tell Democrats to cross over and infiltrate the other part, the Rhino numbers. That way the Rhino gets over the top, and then we're stuck with basically a Democrat in a red seat that's going to essentially weaken the Republicans overall, similar to what Ken Buck was. Ken Buck was essentially a Democrat, but running as a Republican, and same goes for your Liz Cheneys and your Adam Kinzingers, who thankfully are out of Congress, along with Mike Gallagher, who's leaving in about 2 weeks or so on March 19th, which Marjorie Taylor Greene said she wants to expel him, and I don't blame her, because if he waits that long to resign, then they will have no special election, and that seat will be open until January, which would be next Congress, which is a sure sign that we can't allow that to happen. So I hope that he does get expelled, so that way we can hold the seat. That way we can hold the seat and give the voters a special election come November, before November, so that way that seat we will be able to hold on to the majority. But either way, very good, very, very good candidate for the special election. He's not as good, I'd say, as somebody like Lauren Bobert, but he'll be rather solid and will be an upgrade over Ken Buck. We're just gonna have to wait and see how he governs in the House of Representatives and the People's House. If I'm gonna guess he's gonna be very good, but I'm not gonna put anything past it. I don't think it's gonna be nearly as good as somebody like a Trent Lacey or a Lauren Bobert again, but the reason Lauren Bobert was not running for this seat is because if she resigned, she would have to resign from her seat, which would trigger an election in the 3rd district. And then if she won the primary or won the special election on June 25th, then that seat would be open in Colorado's 3rd for the rest of the Congress, which, as I just warned you about Mike Gallagher's seat, if he resigns at the day he's going to resign, is exactly what would happen. Mike Gallagher's seat's going to be open for the rest of the Congress if they don't expel him, and the same thing would happen to Lauren Bobert if she resigned and if she won the special election on June 25th, replacing Ken Buck. So, other than that, thank you so much for watching. I know this was kind of a short video. Happy Good Friday, everybody, and I will see you in the next video, and have a great rest of the day.